Here we go.
Well, hello there, you amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. It's Wednesday. It's wonderful Wednesday, and it's the midweek hump. Are you having a midweek hump? Anyway, let's get straight into the meat and potatoes. Actually, hold on. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, can you do me a absolute solid, please? For those of you who'll get to see this, because to be honest, I don't even think anyone will see it, because YouTube notifications are about as good as, I don't know, a really bad thing. What's the worst thing you can think of? Because that's what YouTube notifications are like. Anyway, do me a solid, smash the like button, hit subscribe if you're not already, and I promise to bring you more videos every day. There's 3 today. 3! Where else can you get 3 videos? I'm amazing, but you deserve it, because you look absolutely wonderful. Anyway, meat and potatoes time, because we're talking about Perrie Edwards. Perrie Edwards, Little Mix. Can you remember? We had, when it was back in the X Factor, in One Direction times, it was literally the boys and the girls. Little Mix, 1D, One Direction. And Perrie Edwards was one of the members of Little Mix, because she was a girl. That was before you... Back then, you kind of knew, you know, if a girl looked a certain way and had certain things, she was a girl. Now it's not so easy. It's a minefield out there. That's for another video on another day. Meet Perrie Edwards, Liam Payne's fellow X Factor alum, ahead of her solo album release. So let's just put this into context, because I think there's something else going on here. She is about to release her solo album, going out in the world, and she starts talking about Liam Payne. Singer discussed One Direction star's death, the challenges of fame, and her own mental health battles. Right? So there she is, in what seems to be like a really ropey Superman outfit. A member of English girl group Little Mix, Edwards, spoke to broadcaster Fern Cotton about her disbelief that the One Direction star is gone. We find out what she's been up to over the past few weeks. Now, he could be coming back. If you missed video 2, go check it out. I say there could possibly be a deal going on with God over this new record, and Liam might be being brought back to life, because they're saying it's a win and all this sort of stuff. Tragic news in October of One Direction star Liam Payne's death left friends and fans reeling, including Little Mix singer Perrie Edwards, 31, who's still coming to terms with the devastating loss of a fellow X Factor alum. After news broke of Payne's sudden passing, the star opened up on Fern Cotton's Happy Place podcast, voicing the surreal grief that the pop world is experiencing. It's so heartbreaking, and my heart honestly hurts for his family, his friends, Cheryl, Tweedy, Payne's ex and the mother of his child, his little boy, she said, noting how deeply it has affected her and her Little Mix bandmates, and describing the airy sadness ripping through her circle. Like One Direction, Little Mix was formed on reality TV music show X Factor. See, it's going to get back to a bit in a minute, which I feel a little bit a certain way about. Payne, who died tragically after being thrown from a balcony in Buenos Aires, I keep getting that wrong, he fell, didn't he? He passed out and just fell outwards and acrosswards. Had a young son, Bear, with Tweedy, who was a member of Girls Aloud, a girl band that was also formed through a reality TV show. For Edwards, the loss helped shed light on the mental toll associated with working in the entertainment industry. Success is completely different to fame. And I think success is lovely, she told the London Evening Standard. But then the fame is like the awful side of it. It's like the dark side of it that I think people don't really see. Stick a pin in it. Edwards was particularly close to One Direction, having dated and been engaged to Payne's bandmate Zayn Malik. We had a relationship with One Direction, and it's honestly so sad. It made my body feel weird when I saw the headlines. The former Little Mix star, the group has been on indefinite hiatus since 2022, also opened up about her own life. So what has Perrie Edwards been up to over the past few years? She's faced significant mental health challenges, and she does go on to to speak about panic attacks and things like that she had experienced during a trip to Las Vegas. Got to the point where she had to ask her mum if she was going to be put into a mental institute. Now, I don't have to read everything more because it just kind of paints this picture that you get into fame. She struggled with it, and then it goes on about, she's bringing out new music, yada, yada, yada. Let's get one thing straight here, right? You can't blame fame for what happens in the music industry. Success, like she says, it's nice because it's personal progress, isn't it? It's something that you can say, I'm successful. If you're successful in anything, you could be playing table tennis and get fucking good at it and go into competitions and win and have success. Maybe earn a tenner or something. And you'd be happy about it. Fame, however. But it's not fame itself that is a problem here. It's the fact that fame brings certain people into your life. And it's them toxic tossers that are the problem. So you can't blame fame, you blame people. It's people. Liam Payne and what happened to Liam Payne, it weren't fame that killed him. It weren't fame that caused the... Well, you could, I suppose, now I think about it, fame causes the issue. But no, I'm not having it because, again, not everybody who's famous is surrounded by arseholes. Not everybody is. There's some famous people who get on really well and they go through the whole industry and they're fine. It's the people who are famous but subsequently attract arseholes. And then the arseholes feed on them. They feed off them. They suck them fucking dry. They're like a chicken bone. Did you know if you get a chicken and you twist it, you can pull the bone out of it? Well, that's what they do to you. They basically grabbed Liam by the legs, twisted his head, pulled everything out, and threw his skeleton away. And he was just a wobbly jelly person. That's what they do to you. And then when there's nothing left, they destroy you. There's nothing left, then they fuck off and leave you. That's what happens. And that to me, Liam Payne, name me one person around Liam Payne, one person that was genuinely, and you know this, was a genuine positive influence in his life that was keeping him on the straight and narrow, and he could trust, and would be there for him. Because I can't see anyone. Rogelio Norres, what the fuck was he about? What truly was Rogelio Norres actually about? Again, we don't have to go far to look at him looking dodgy as fuck, do we? The very day that Liam Payne dies, the very story, the last story, doesn't make sense. I said this yesterday, I've said it before. This hat is crazy to me. How does Santa wear this and does all them deliveries, going down chimneys? I can't even do a video about it getting on my tits. Yeah, that story doesn't make sense. The Kate story, that doesn't make sense, does it? Ultimately, it don't make sense. What, he goes to Argentina with her because he's going to spend the rest of his life with her? Apparently, they're going to get married. He's the love of her life. She adores him. Cuddles and everything. But she can't hold off for 2 fucking days? Or 4 days, whatever it would have been? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Either he was truly, absolutely fine and there was absolutely no reason to worry or concern or have any issues whatsoever, which that in itself would be problematic to the likes of Rogelio Norres. Maybe that's the point. Maybe he was genuinely fucking fine. And she hadn't seen anything. No problems. I doubt it. If she did, and she knew Roger was there and he was such a bad influence, then that's not the actions of someone who loves and wants to be with somebody for the rest of their life and wants to be a positive influence and concerns over them. I wouldn't leave Mrs. Harsh in a situation where she was a recovering addict and she was hanging around with people who I saw that as being problematic. I wouldn't do that to my mother-in-law. Possibly. Do you know what I mean, though? The stories don't make sense. And this ain't a fame problem. This is a fake friend problem. This is a byproduct of fame to attract arseholes who do not have your best intentions at heart. They're with you for what they can get out of you. And when the tables get to a position where they want to fuck you up, they do it. And we see it time and time again. Is Liam Payne just another person who the people around him were done with him? Let me know down below. I'll catch you all tomorrow.